Africa is so poor. Get a load of this guy. I guess he's never heard of Botswana. Welcome to Botswana, the greatest country you've never heard of. Well, why haven't you heard about it? That's because Botswana's location is pretty unremarkable. It's in South Africa and is dominated by the Kalahari Desert and the African savanna. Botswana isn't new to people though. It's been inhabited by humans for over 75,000 years. Well, it's now the 1800s. 75,000 years have passed and Botswana is home to the Tswana people. But the Boer settlers are coming into Botswana. What's gonna happen? Actually, not much. They kind of just trade and get along with the Tswana people. But oh my goodness, the British are coming! Yeah, in 1885, as a part of the Berlin Conference, Britain annexed Botswana. It wasn't great for the Botswanan people, but they were able to represent themselves in limited roles in the Botswanan government. But by the 1960s, people were sick and tired of British rule and wanted independence. And the British said, okay, cool. In 1966, Botswana became independent. Yay, independence! Wait, Botswana is now extremely poor. During this time, Botswana was home to around 100 people with just a high school level education. It only had 13 total miles of paved road. Things weren't looking good. So the new president, Seretse Khama, called in the old British government to help out. Seretse Khama wasn't just a president, he was a genius. What happens next explains why. In 1967, just 1 year after independence, Botswana found diamonds. And now President Khama had a great idea. We have no money, so let's sell our diamonds. Money was now flooding in, but instead of being corrupt like other new nations, Khama's government invested heavily into the country. They focused on essential services like education and infrastructure. A once illiterate population was now 90% educated, and Botswanans can now run their own government instead of the British. Diamonds were making so much money that the government was able to lower taxes and begin to print its own currency. But a new problem emerged. Botswana was now completely surrounded by its apartheid-loving neighbors, Rhodesia and South Africa, and they did not appreciate the success of a black Botswana. No problem, Botswana just formed economic and diplomatic relationships with almost every Central African country, the European Union, the United States, and the USSR. I think they'll be safe. Even though it was having a lot of success, diamond mining really isn't the best economic path for a new country. So, Botswana has diversified itself into serving as a financial hub for Africa. Because of these economic moves, Botswana has one of the best banking systems in the world and fastest growing economies. But Botswana does face some challenges. Recently, it has faced extreme drought and desertification, affecting local farmers. The country also faces a public health crisis due to the high spread of AIDS in the country. However, the government seems well equipped to handle these problems, thanks to years of good governance. If there's one African country you're going to visit, it's got to be Botswana. You can go on a safari adventure in the savannah to see elephants, lions, and zebras, or visit the capital city of Gaborone. It sounds like Botswana's a pretty cool country, and if you made it all the way to the end of this video and learned something new about Botswana, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for our tropical trip to Brazil.